Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting Friday night edition of the flagship show, the Triple B Experience. I'm your host, Bubba Brewer. Friday night at 5 after 9. I'm a little late because, hey, things happen in your life that I had to get across town, and it was very, 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 very slow tonight. But before we get started, we got a big show tonight. But also tonight, I'm bringing on my partner on Wednesday nights at Steelers Dynasty Podcast, and he's the voice of Mountaineer football, Mountaineer militia. He is the special field correspondent, Shane Stodmiller. Hi, Shane.
I'm not usually your Friday guy, but here I am.
No. We were going to do this last night, ladies and gentlemen. But I was feeling under the weather, and I had to call off my shoot job. And when I do that, I can't do a podcast.
Did you just feel
So
sick, or were you just upset tummy or headache or all
headaches. Me and my headaches. So hey, Gene, how you doing? So yeah, we were going to talk. This Thursday we were going to do we were going to talk about Andor, and I messed it up, and then it's the top 25 movies, and we are doing that next Thursday night. Cable, me and you are going to give our 25 movies if we were going camping, if the power was out, in no particular order. 25 movies that you would take with you or use at a time of maybe a national emergency if you had power but no cable, or you were camping, and these are the last 25 movies that you could actually take with you if you were going somewhere. So that was my brainstorm of an idea. So, but that'll be next Thursday. Okay, so let me get to, and I got us going live on Facebook too, but I have to hit it to make sure that it's hitting everything, because sometimes I don't know why it's not hitting everything. So I have to edit the privacy, and it has to go to public. I don't know why it does that.
You have to do it every time, huh?
Yeah, I have to do it every time. But I want to say, and I went out to PP&J's, talked to Phil. Phil got the everybody. We're getting ready here. We got a little over a month. I got to push. But PP&J's in Indiana, Pennsylvania, let me see where it's at right here, is the proud sponsor for the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation, and they are the only place in Indiana County where you can get the tickets for this show here. This show coming up, Shane, in June. Let me get to the marquee. I got to find it. I got so many of these. It's ungodly. There we go. Rhino is coming in. He's fighting Vince Valor, and I'm going to go through. Here's some of the matches real quick.
Wow, look at that.
You can get your tickets at www.apwfwrestling.com. Our website is just basically where we're going to sell the tickets, and we have a little bit of the website's not super duper, but it's enough to get the word out. So here's a couple of the matches that we have coming. We had a cancellation, but we will fix that. We got a ladies match.
Nice.
Yep. And we got Cowpoke Paul, and we're going to get him an opponent because he was fighting, whatever, and he's going to be in Japan. So Rhino versus Vince Valor, and ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event. Big time Bill Collier. I got a front burner shirt right now versus Gorgeous Gregory. So but I want to, hey Devil, what's up? I want to go through because I was out at Phil's, okay, on 286. Okay, and Phil's starting to make food now again because he had a restaurant,
deviled egg.
and then COVID hit,
Yep.
and he had a bout with he had cancer. Okay, and he was yeah, and Phil's doing this by himself. He had staff before COVID and all that, but I went out there today, and then I got some American cheese. He has a deli slicer. I got American cheese. I got ham. I got smoked pasta salad. You ever have smoked pasta salad?
Oh, you were talking about smoked deviled eggs. So smoked pasta salad.
I ate 6 of them before the show on the way because I was over in Shalakta at my checking out something. But
hopefully open a window.
Yeah, I know. 50 cents deviled egg. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Phil was actually taking care of us because the girls got bubble tea. And I believe this is the best. The girl says this is the best bubble tea, better than the Chinese bubble tea at the Westmoreland Mall.
Wow.
Okay, but I didn't get any food because he has food now. He has like a restaurant now. He cooks back like he used to. But I mean, I got a chicken dinner there one time. It almost filled me up. And we got Easter during COVID, but I got a menu. Ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
And since Phil is a proud sponsor of the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation shows, and I'm here to help him out because Phil's a good dude. He's busting his ass. And I got 4 Buckeyes, and I ate them before I got out of the parking lot.
I bet.
And he has the girl, Tammy got popcorn, Colonel popcorn in bags.
What?
She
just this place up.
She fucking destroyed it.
Can you post their hours on here so we know?
Yeah, I will. I will do that because I got the menu, and I'm going to go over this menu real quick before we get into our topics. Okay, PP&J's Dine In and To Go, Tuesdays through Saturday, 11:30 to 7:30.
Nice.
Okay, his appetizers. Okay, slip and sliders, $7.99. Wiffle waffle, $8.99. Waffle fries, your choice of pulled pork, pulled chicken, or both.
$7.99.
$8.99 for the wiffle waffle. Slip and sliders are $7.99. Topped with our famous cold slaw made by our traditional barbecue sauce. And now this is the killer. This is what is pumped me up right now. He's got nachos. Yeah.
You like that?
Because every Mexican place in Indiana, they're not good.
Yeah.
They're too wet or whatever.
Yeah.
And realistically, I'm going to give you, corn, tortilla chips loaded with your choice of pulled pork or pulled chicken or both. Smothered in cheddar cheese, salsa, spoonful of sour cream made with his traditional barbecue sauce. $8.99.
That's cheap, man. You can't get it. You can't. A Big Mac meal costs you $10.99 now. You can get $7.99.
Yeah, everything here on his menu is we're going tomorrow night. Me and the girls are going because I'm getting nachos. I'm you know me. You can get chicken tender and French fries. You get 3 tenders, $7.99. Breaded shrimp, you get 8 and fries for $8.99. You get smoked mac and cheese, $5. Smoked deviled eggs, which 50 cents a piece. Small fries, $2.50. Coleslaw, $2.50. Giant hot pretzel, $3.99. Loaded baked potato, $6.99. Topped with pulled pork, pulled chicken, PPJ's barbecue sauce, shredded cheddar cheese, sour cream, chives, and homemade bacon bits. Yeah, it's right over the hill for me, Gene. It's on 286. It is our ticket outlet. See? And the sandwiches. Sandwiches are pulled pork, $7.99. Pulled chicken, $7.99. Brisket, $9.99.
For brisket.
And an added topping of coleslaw for $1. He's got a sandwich called The Boot, $9.99. Pulled pork chicken topped with pepperoni slices, on provolone cheese, and he told me today he's looking to make pizza, barbecue, pulled pork or chicken pizza. He said the brisket would be a little bit more pricey, but he hasn't done that yet. And I don't know of anybody doing brisket pizza. I never heard of that before.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So the boot is $9.99. Bacon and cheddar is $9.99. There is the only thing that is the brisket dinner is $25, 8 ounce of brisket, mac and cheese, coleslaw, cornbread.
That's a good deal. Guys,
yeah.
A Jersey Mike's sub is $18.
Yes.
If you're getting brisket aside for $25, that's fantastic.
Well, tomorrow I'm getting nachos for $8.99. And you can get slip and sliders appetizers. You can get 4 of them for $7.99. I can get a boot. I can get the boot sandwich with provolone cheese, pepperoni slices, or both pulled pork and chicken for $9.99.
That's pretty good.
And then here's the other one, the Irish, $9.99, pulled pork or pulled chicken topped with over easy egg and bacon.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, because ladies and gentlemen, I know if you don't live close, when he had this restaurant, it was good. During COVID, when we had Easter, he had an Easter dinner that kicked ass. His deviled eggs.
Yeah.
And I have smoked pasta salad waiting for me
after the show.
After the show, because I haven't ate yet. I haven't. I had Buckeyes.
Well, you had deviled eggs too, didn't you?
I had deviled eggs too, yeah. But you guys want to get a hold of me if you guys live in Indiana County, you want to go out and see Phil at PP&J's on 286. Here's awesome. His number if you're in Indiana, and I'll make a marquee, 724-801-8107. He was taking orders today when we were there, and he had people come in to dine in. And you can dine in and you can play those machines.
My favorite. I like those. Put you like those in the skill games. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And he has a whole bunch of them. You can sit there, grab something to eat, and you can drink. And there you go, right there. And he's renting out his pavilion. He has the pavilion outside. He's renting it out $25 an hour. You can't beat that. You want to have a little party? I'm telling you. I told him I was going to pump it up tonight. Because
I'll eat so many of those deviled eggs.
They're not open on Sundays, Gene. But they will. I think during the summer he might start being open up on Sundays, because I think Tuesdays, he was telling me, is his slow night. He might close Tuesdays and open back up on Sundays.
That would be cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's before you get to Clymer, Pennsylvania. It's on your left-hand side. And you can go ahead and grab a beer and grab some food. And then tomorrow night, I'll give you guys my I might do, if I could do a video there, I might do a live video and get some nachos, dude, because I'm so excited I can get nachos in Indiana County again, because the Mexican place I ate wasn't that good. But anyway, let me get started here, because I was 14 minutes of talking about food, and now it's getting me all hungry. But I want to, before we get into some stuff, I want to talk about some wrestling shows independently that's going on. Ooh, that was loud.
What is that?
That was loud. That was me. Saturday, May 24th.
Look at that.
Yes. Pros of Wrestling in Butler. We've been up there. Butler, PA.
Woods.
Yeah. And then tomorrow at the Washington Ballpark, IWC. Wrestling at the ballpark tomorrow night. And also, where am I at here? Tomorrow night is Imagine Wrestling. Let me get the banner off. Imagine Wrestling live event, Giudiata Civic Association, 206 West 12th Avenue, Altoona, Pennsylvania. Hey, Larry Stryker, how is it going? And I try to promote all these companies as best I can, because I appreciate if they support me, if I throw that out there, because this is the only podcast that actually promotes everybody as much as I can. And also right here, the old PWX, Express Wrestling tomorrow night too. There's your man Horsepower. The house always wins. McKeesport, Pennsylvania. Doors open at 6:30. There's a ton of wrestling tomorrow, I'm telling you. But hey, I also want to give out a shout out to some before I get going, I want to give a shout out to our, besides PP&J's, it's our ticket outlet, Shadco. Shadco is a proud sponsor of the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation, and I will thank them. And I don't have them on the video, but before I get tonight, I'll play the video thanking everybody that has sponsored, because I'm going to be doing local radio on the 2nd of June, and I'm going again to do the Fox channel again. So, and I'm going to be putting posters out around the area. I'm going to be doing that as much as I can. I know I got to work and stuff, and I've been slacking in the gym. It's my own fault, but hey, things happen. I'll get it done and do whatever. But I do appreciate anybody that supports my company, supports my podcast and shows. I appreciate it. And I try to support everybody that I can through my social media. So I really, really do. But now we're going to talk about some stuff in pulp culture land, because tonight was it was from Thursday and I didn't get to do it. Did you watch? Are you done with Andor?
Yeah,
You're done? What is your take on that whole situation?
Now I saw like they rated that rescue episode of Mandalorian like a 9.8. Did you see that? Right. You posted that, right?
Yes.
We had a couple episodes of Andor at like a 9.7, 9.8. I wouldn't get quite to there where it's like it could be low 9s. Andor, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. It is fantastic as a war, like a slow burn, espionage, spy versus spy. You know, the camera angles in that one scene where they have Luthen from behind and the spy from behind. That's all reminiscent from some of the spy movies from the 60s. Now, I will have to say, and I bitched about this, where I don't feel it's very Star Warsy. It got a little bit Star Warsy towards the end. And when Leia's, dad said,
Senator Organa.
Yeah, when he said that, I'm like, wow, yeah, this is Star Wars now. So it went from being a war movie to kind of like having that Star Wars feel, and it's fantastic. I'm not shitting on it, guys. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's great, especially if you enjoyed the movie Rogue One.
Well, the thing is with Bail Organa, it was Jimmy Smits, and Jimmy Smits couldn't do the filming of season 2, so it was Benjamin Bratt who actually did the role. So to me, that means that characters could be played by different actors.
Yeah.
And there's no difference.
It looks
so good. Bucky can play Luke Skywalker.
Absolutely.
And I'm okay with that.
Absolutely. And then we need that. We need Luke Skywalker to get his man card again after that fiasco from 7 years ago. But I thought it was fantastic, Bubba. I mean, there's not going to be another season, but
no.
Did you happen to watch the Villains, that animated?
No, not yet. I haven't watched that, not yet. But the thing is, though, Andor was going to go 5 seasons.
No, I didn't know that.
But they were going to go 5 seasons, but there's no way that they could afford that. There is no way that they could afford
return on investment's not there.
They with all the special effects.
Right.
I mean, they still had some special effects.
It was artful.
I mean, the episode in the town square is something that I've never ever seen, and I said it numerous times on here. Now,
legitimate terrorist activities that kind of were not Star Warsy. They had a rape scene.
Right.
It wasn't carried out.
Tammy didn't like that at all. She was like, that's not
like actual choking. I don't want to see that. I want to see like the Force. You know, like.
Mm-hmm. But we didn't. And then what we did see is we saw, Mon Mothra as she gave up in the last 3 episodes. She gave up her whole family. She gave up her whole family for the rebellion.
And you know, it sounds really goofy. Mon Mothma did a great job.
Yes.
And you can see like the layers of sacrifice and just the turmoil and the grit. It was great. But I'd like it at the end. It was a little bit more lighthearted because you had what was that at the end, Bubba? That you did? What did you that at the end? That kind of like, wow, that's crazy.
Well, nobody. Well, you're talking about when his other half had his son. Is that what you're talking about?
That's the hope. That is Star Warsy. That's hope, where it's implied. They show the baby at the end, and there's and it pans out. There's not a lot of words. That's right. Star Warsy. Also, have an android. You got to have the Force. You got to have a little bit of robot or androids, and you got to have hope.
Those androids were brutal.
That android was amazing at the end.
Oh yeah. And yeah. But I mean, you have it where you can sit there and look at under a microscope.
Right.
Because it was so oh wait. There we go. Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, that sucks, Gene.
That's terrible. Wow. So they're outsourcing all the stuff.
That happened with animation in the 60s. It all went to Korea. All the animation they used to do in the United States in the 60s and 70s went to Korea, and then
that's terrible. But here's a fun fact, because now we're talking Star Wars on this show tonight. Now, the fun fact, the original actress who played Mon Mothra in Return of the Jedi is still alive at the age of 92.
What?
Mm-hmm. And the cool thing is, as I'm reading this, she still works in British TV to this day, and she was alive long enough to see her character become a central part of the Andor storyline.
Wow.
Yeah, because I post a lot of stuff on my social media, as you know.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But the thing is, like, and like you said, the highest rated live action episodes of Star Wars was the 9.8 with The Mandalorian: The Rescue. That was the Skywalker one.
Guys, that was a 10. I literally was like,
well, that's because it had the Luke Skywalker stuff.
It's climactic. You were invested in the characters. You tie in old characters. You get goosebumps, and it's like legit Star Wars. The Force.
And then Andor, season 2, episode 8, the episode "Who Are You?" when they were in the town and they had the riot, was a 9.8. That was something. That was brutal. That is the most streamed episode ever in episodic streaming.
Yeah, and I just don't. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't like, I feel like Dave Portnoy. It would be like a 7 pizza, like a 7-8. That's a good score, but it's not The Rescue in The Mandalorian. My God.
No, but but it was the hope of the people in that,
right.
The Gorgons. It was the hope, and they were fucked the whole time. And it was like a diversion, because it wasn't about the spiders, the weaving of all that. It was about the crystals of the Death Star.
Yeah, they wanted to wipe them out so they could get down into the mine the stuff. But it just shows. I don't know. I think people are starved for good Star Wars. And this was decent. This was good.
Well, and also too, at a 9.7, season 2 was the next episode when Andor saved Mon Mothra after she put out Palpatine in front of everybody. That was a good episode.
I think that was a better episode myself. I think that was
Really? See, I think 8 was. I think 8 was because you could see it happening where everybody was getting murdered. And you just you've never seen that before in
right.
Star Wars. Like you saw, like, you never seen stormtroopers actually killing people. Hi,
But
Afton.
it was realistic because stormtroopers are actually like supposed to be badasses, and the regular troopers didn't have the helmets and all this other.
Right.
So it kind of was legit to the the storyline from the book.
And then they sent them in to start the shit. And
Yeah.
the thing is, though, it was they just, it was interwoven. And once they knew they were getting, like, once episode 8 happened, 9, 10, 11, you had Imperial officers killing themselves because they know they had to face the
Emperor.
the Emperor, and it wasn't going to be good. And then 9.5 was the One Way Out, was the episode 10, season 1, when they were in the with Andy with the guy who played Gollum and Caesar, and
I like that.
he's never I thought he was going to come back in season
terrible.
2, but he never did.
First season I thought was kind of boring.
Really?
I didn't dig it. I didn't dig it, guys. Didn't dig it I'm one of the few people that didn't like it.
Well, I think I just think that I don't know how they're going to have to write Star Wars, and they have to do stories like this. I mean, at the end, when they had Andor was going to the ship and walking, and it had everybody played out, and the music, and I mean, Luther getting killed. That was his assistant. That was her first acting ever. She's never acted before, ever. That was her first acting role.
Fantastic, and I would have loved to see Luthen actually be a former Jedi.
But that didn't happen. He was a former Imperial. He was a former Imperial. Yeah, he turned from the dark side, and he was the one who actually. He was the one that pretty much, besides Andor's mom, was pretty much the one that started the whole goddamn rebellion.
Yeah, and it was ironic that he died alone and surrounded by light. It was kind of showed that hope was happening when the show started. It was very dark, but.
Well, I thought it was good. I watched the last episode twice. I hit all the sport, all the Easter egg stuff. I just got to go.
Mod.
What's
mod? What's mod, Afton?
I don't know what that means. She's got to go mudding, or she got to go to work, or
what's that?
We appreciate you popping on. It was supposed to be a Thursday show, Afton, but I had to call off work, and if I call off work, I can't get on a podcast because I try to be.
I think I cut my I canceled Netflix.
She's got to go moderate.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
What's that?
Amazon Prime, and I think I shouldn't have because I'm wrapped up in Mobland. I love that show.
I saw half an episode. It's
really good.
I don't know what I'm going to watch right now. I'll probably watch that Star Wars animated. I got to do
so good, Bubba.
Well, you know what I've been watching is
Short.
No, the Last of Us again. I mean,
I canceled HBO. So,
well, I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna watch? The Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, you'll like that.
Yeah, I got to see the last episode. The last.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, is she going on Mark's show? Is that what she's doing? Or she does somebody else's? I know. I got to watch that. I haven't finished it. I haven't finished the Witcher either. I haven't finished Cobra Kai. Bless you. I haven't finished because, in a couple weeks, I'd seen that. Oh, he's sneezing away. If you sneeze three times, you're gonna hit the Powerball. I'll wait till he comes back. But I want to say that I did see it's been a while since I seen it, so I gotta. And Henry Cavill, I gotta finish watching it. I still didn't finish the Kevin Bacon thing on Amazon Prime, the Bellsman. Oh wait, no, she's the one that moderates the chat and users on another channel. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. What channel? What channel is that though? Is it like a sports channel or something?
Yeah, what channel is that? What did you think of the Superman?
I think Superman's going to be very, very good. Oh, okay. I didn't see that yet. I did not see that. Yeah, space gods. I don't know. They did that in the mid 70s. I don't know. I think it's because you know why? I watched that Amazon or that one on Apple, the Monarch, and I with Kurt Russell, and I thought that was pretty good. And then I got to finish season 2's coming. And then I was just looking, and then I just seen that Christian Ritter's coming back on Daredevil because a lot of Marvel stuff is happening. Because I watched the did you watch the trailer for Ironheart?
Yeah.
Did you watch that? And what did you think? Because I'm going to get your opinion because
Not
excited. I'm not either.
It's like hot garbage.
It was I think during a strike or during COVID or something or
Looks like someone taking a shit in the backyard or something. It just looks terrible.
Well, and you know what? You can't have because in the comic book, Tony Stark was the AI. You can't have that. You know what I mean? So
Daredevil for All Mankind. That's a great show. Have you ever?
What is that about? What is that about?
It's like an alternate. So if this isn't ruined, I'm going to give you a background. So
you're not ruining it, but
so it starts off during the space race, but it shows that we did better than the Russians. And
didn't we do better than Russians in real life?
Not really. No.
No? Oh, okay.
They're ahead of us. But then we develop a relationship with the Russians, and it shows it's like a space race from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and each season takes a different decade. But they actually work with the Russians, and it's an alternate timeline, but it still they'll show historic events that actually still happened in our timeline, but it's like an alternate universe. It's really good.
I've never seen it. I can get it on my my Gamma TV. He said the next season should be good.
Now,
and then
next week there is a live action Disney, and I've been shitting all over Disney, but I might actually take the kids to see this, even though they're
what are you doing?
Lilo
what are you doing?
What? Yeah.
What?
It looks fun.
Yes, I agree, Mr. Quake. I totally agree. And also, Gene, I think this is that Superman's gonna be good. I'm ready for that, but it's going to be Superman and then the Fantastic Four, and those are my movies. But then Tammy will want me to go Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
and then I think that'll be it. And then I don't know. Like, I mean, I would like to go see the Thunderbolts again.
I think I'll see them tomorrow night at the drive-ins. I want to go see them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Lilo. Pretty good. Let's see it again.
I wouldn't. Well, okay. So out of a live Disney action movie, which one's the best one?
That's the only one I haven't seen any. I haven't seen The Lion King. I didn't see Jungle Book.
I haven't seen any of that stuff because I'm too used to the cartoon. Oh man, that is. You can't even find that movie.
What's that?
Dogma. You can't even find that movie.
It's going to be re-released because you guys have got the rights back. But what about Karate Kid Legends?
I didn't see the end of. I don't know if that's got anything to do with Cobra Kai. I have no idea. I never saw that one either, Gene. You know? And right there, the cartoons are better than the live stuff.
Oh my God, they're so well written. And you'll love what they did with Asajj Ventress and then Cad Bane. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. Well, look, I've been trying to explain to people about animation. Okay, now Marvel, when you have the Incredible Hulk versus Wolverine, or the Incredible Hulk versus Thor, you cannot put that in live. They can't fight for a half hour.
Yeah.
They can't. It costs them $1 trillion. So that's why animation is such a key, because they could fight for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
I try to explain that to Fabian, and he doesn't fucking get it. And
No.
I go, you gotta. Some of the stuff in animation, especially Star Wars, is good.
Right.
Now
there's another. And speaking of animation, I didn't realize this was animation, but Predator: Killer of Killers is coming out on Hulu June 6th, and I think that's like an animation type of thing.
But also too, the Predator movie
comes out in November.
Yes. Kung Fury 2. I didn't never seen that one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes. Yeah, those are the 3 movies. And then I read somewhere that that Thunderbolts is helping Marvel, because actually people are actually thinking about Thunderbolts a week after the movie.
Right.
That's the one, the Badlands one. Yes.
That one looks good.
Yeah. I might go see that in the movie theater.
The Predator in that looks very slight. Doesn't look like a big Predator, like a bulky. It looks kind of like feminine. Maybe it's a female Predator.
No. No. No.
Doesn't look big.
Way. Yeah, I mean,
Jurassic World.
I'm just still thinking about watching. I need to watch Rogue One now. That's the movie that.
Yeah.
Oh, like a juvenile predator.
Yeah, that's about right. Hey, there was a movie that was on Netflix with Charlize Theron called The Old Guard. Do you remember that?
What was it?
The Old Guard with Charlize
Never
Theron.
seen it.
Huh?
Never seen it.
It's pretty good. It's basically they're immortals or some shit. But that
I think I know what you're talking about, but I never seen it.
Yeah.
There is so much. Look, man, there is so much going with movies, TV shows, sports. I mean, there's so much.
Happy Gilmore too.
Man, the alligator died.
Yeah, he died. He was I think he was born in 45, so he was like 80 years old.
Well, he was an old motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, indie wrestling has no limits. Yeah, and Sabu passed away. That
60.
Yeah, man, but he cracked the back of his head the week of WrestleMania, and he was hurting, man. I mean, they have a GoFundMe for him. I'm going to see how much money, and we also Chris Royce has another GoFundMe. He's trying to do the best he can, and things just aren't, you know what I mean, aren't working out. 60 years old is too young, Yeah, that would have been good if he'd have been Happy Gilmore, because he was also going to be in The Mandalorian too, because that character is no longer. Do they replace him?
Recast that? You recast that? I would.
You have to. You have to recast him. But who would you recast in that spot?
I would age up Idris Elba.
No, he's too big for that role.
I don't know. It's in a movie. It's a big freaking movie, man.
It's a big. Okay. Yeah, because that's going to be a movie.
You got Sam Jackson. He did his shit back in the day, 20 years ago. Idris Elba, he's been putting out some shit movies lately. You tell me he's not going to turn down the Star Wars?
I don't know who it would be. It would be.
I don't know who.
It has to be an action guy. It has to be.
Right.
There you go.
That movie. You remember the show that was like you basically would get run out of Hollywood if you made it. The movie from like in the mid '80s called Soul Man.
Yeah, I remember that movie. That was wasn't that C. Thomas Howell?
Yeah, he basically, his dad was rich, but he made too much money to go to Harvard, so he put blackface on to go to to get a scholarship.
I don't know who you put in as in the Carl Weathers role in Mandalorian. I don't know who you'd put in to recast him. That's a good one. I don't know. You need somebody that's an action star and has that kind of stature.
How about
You
Denzel?
know? No, Denzel. They're looking at Denzel might play Magneto. Speculation, yes. Oh, that's good. Yeah, wasn't he in some kind of SWAT or something? Wasn't he like in a
He was in that horror movie too with the bees.
that guy? This guy. I know the guy you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good because he's bigger.
Yeah.
He has a presence. Yeah. I don't know.
How about who's the guy who does the Good Morning America?
Not Michael Strahan.
Michael Strahan.
No, fuck Michael Strahan. There's
like,
no way.
Hey!
There's no way. No way. No way. No way. Hey, I heard that. I don't know if I said this, but maybe I did say it. He's in the. I think he's in that new Final Destination movie that's out today. I think that was his last role. I think. Yeah, Strahan might be a beast on the field, but he's not. He's not Star Wars material.
Nah,
he's not. And then I just think sometimes his. Oh wait, he almost got Green Lantern. Wait a minute, who was you know who would play? Okay. I don't know. Did you ever watch the old the Flash TV show?
Oh yeah.
Okay, the guy that played the guy that played at the end there, he was actually turned into Green Lantern, and he was there with Oliver Queen, and he was his right hand man. He's a big dude. Now, anybody in the chat might help me. I can't. It's been a long time since I saw the Green Arrow. I got the Green Arrow completed, but that might be a good one too.
How about this, Bubba? I hate to shift gears.
Go ahead. No, shift it, baby. Shift it.
Super excited to see Peacemaker coming out.
Well, I think that you'll see Peacemaker in the DCU because there's two. I think there's two different. I think there's two different Peacemakers. I think they're. I don't know how they're doing it. He wouldn't be bad either. He wouldn't be bad either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They got because they have to recast that. They have to recast that role. They have to recast that role, and I know I've been sticking away from like the Avengers Doomsday because people been leaking shit out, I guess. I don't care. You know what I mean? As long as they do good.
Because some of the stuff is false
Yep.
false flag.
It's a false narrative. And that's what the whole world is about because it's misdirection. You know, it's and you're not going to because like Thunderbolts, you see Taskmaster, and then another picture you don't see Taskmaster. And I hope they recast that and they do it right. I hope they do it because he's a SHIELD agent or whatever. It's a guy, do it right, and he's a badass. Not what they did. But I don't know. I digress. I totally digress, and that'll be about it. And I don't know. So, but next week, saw him on The Rock.
That movie. Rock. Yeah, the movie.
Oh, it was Sean Connery.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
That was a good movie. Sean Connery was a hell of an actor.
What about Nick Cage and
the new Spider playing John Madden?
Playing John Madden, yeah. He looks good. He looks like John Madden a little bit.
And Christian Bale is playing fucking Al Davis.
He looks like Al Davis.
Because he probably starved himself.
Yeah.
But also too, Nicolas Cage is playing the Spider-Man. Right? Yeah. Quake's got it right. He's playing that on Amazon Prime. I didn't see the trailer for that. I seen a picture of it, but I didn't see. And I think that might be pretty good. because I mean, this Spider-Man stuff is Starscream. What's that?
He was the bad jet, the kind of whiny one that was in Transformers.
Oh,
Megatron
was he?
for the little assistant.
Oh,
It was the red and gray and blue jet.
oh, okay. Yeah, I guess they're going to redo Transformers and bring the old people back, from what I've read.
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just, I think it's just terrible that we're in a day and age where they just keep, it's like, let's reheat these leftovers, kids. We can get another week out of it. Let's just add some water to it.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Terrible, terrible. There's got to be new stories out there. They don't have to rehash stuff. I mean, it's just, I'm waiting for them to remake fucking Rudy now. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, I don't
Or Friday Night Lights, or what other remake? Here's one they could remake, which would be shitty. Would be Goodfellas, which would be terrible. Another reason why I'm saying that is because I saw my coworker, Mr. K, had it, at work there, Goodfellas. You can't remake that. You can't remake those movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like Braveheart. Well, let's remake Braveheart.
At least
Be
there's
terrible.
There.
You can't do it.
There's a movie coming out called Bride Hard. It's like
Bride Hard, for real?
Yeah, Rebel Wilson plays the main character. It looks
wait,
like
wait. The girl from fucking Pitch Perfect?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up and we'll show you.
Oh, please do, because she hasn't done shit.
I gotta watch it, guys. I'm sorry.
You're right, Devil. It should never be remade.
This looks good. It's just
come on, she can't fuck it. She's terrible.
Well, it's a spoof, guys. They're not remaking.
I know, but she's fucking terrible.
Oh,
she lost all her funny stuff when she lost weight.
Yeah, that's true. She's still kind of funny.
Bride Hard. Hey, is that a real movie?
Yeah, it is. And you know what? That's something I think we should be an extra in this one.
I just think she was funnier when she was heavier.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the same way with Jonah Hill. He was funnier when he was heavier.
Jonah Hill looks sick. She at least looks like she's somewhat like normal. Jonah Hill looks like he's sick.
Well, Jonah Hill, I heard, is a fucking asshole.
I heard he's a douchebag too.
Yeah.
He looks like a douchebag.
Like Jonah Hill. Yeah. I mean, I just thought 21 Jump Street was terrible.
Yeah, I agree. He sucks.
Yeah.
So what about
we could bash a whole bunch of these fucking stupid ass movies.
What about John Wick, the ballerina? That looks kind of good.
I still need to see the Continental, and I haven't done. Have you watched that?
I think I have. I can't remember. I think I have.
I did not, and I need to. I need to. There's so many stuff that I want to see, and what I do want to see is Mr. Nobody too.
Me too. I brought that up a couple weeks ago.
You did, and the thing is, that movie actually saved his life. He said when he had his heart attack, because he was doing fight scenes and he was training. I mean, besides the people that helped him, with CPR and stuff, that and that's why I think he didn't take any money for the fucking second movie. I heard that. I heard he didn't take a paycheck because, you know what I mean? That movie saved his life. No, I can't watch that stuff. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not into horror. I'm not a horror movie guy. I can't.
What's your cutoff for horror? Like, what would be the
horror movies? Would be like monster movies.
That
to me is horror movies. I can't do people that are getting fucking skinned alive with fucking barbed wire, and I can't do Saw.
No,
I just can't. I can't get into that. I mean, and we did, in the archives on this show, we did our top Halloween movie. Mine was Halloween because of the character.
Yeah.
Not any. It was gruesome.
It was implied.
but now it's over. Well, the first movie, it was implied it wasn't as bad as now. It's just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But I just have no desire for fucking. I have no fucking desire for the paranormal shit, or a fucking creature flipping upside down and walking up my wall. I have no. What? No, I can't. I can't. Hellraiser. No, I just Pinhead was a crazy fucker. I just can't. I
No,
just
I don't like that either.
I like the first Nightmare on Elm Street, and I like Dream Warriors because of the soundtrack. Freddy versus Jason was funny,
Yeah.
and torture porn.
Oh.
I'm just not. You
Scooby,
know,
I don't even like Scooby Doo because it has ghosts.
I'm just not. I mean, I liked like Dracula,
Yeah.
Frankenstein, that old stuff.
Yep.
Not 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 like William Gacy and fucking crazy shit like that.
Yeah, my wife likes that murder stuff.
I can't Hannibal Lecter is fucking. Now Hannibal Lecter is probably the top 3 villains of all time in movie history. To me, number 1 is Vader and that's implied because if they actually did what Vader truly was in the comic books, he would definitely be number 1 when he was fucking killing people.
When we did film, he was number 1. I was watching an interview with Danny McBride. Talking about when he did Land of the Lost with Will Ferrell. Remember that movie back in the day?
Yes, I do. Because I remember the show when I was a kid.
That was a great movie, a great show back in Saturday morning cartoon days. So when they were filming that, they just finished filming and they film it on one of the Universal lots, which they don't usually do those lots anymore. They don't do that anymore. But they were driving back in golf carts and it was nighttime and they were taking turns walking up to the house from what was the name of the Bates Motel? What was that?
Psycho.
Yeah, Psycho House. They knock on the door and then run down. That would be kind of creepy. But
that was all Alfred Hitchcock. That was all black stuff, but it wasn't like, you know what I mean? Your internal fucking guts.
Yeah.
And I think I saw Red Dragon. And I did see Manhunter, Gene. But I just thought that, I don't have any of that, brother.
That's some sweaty stuff there. If you got the Land of the Lost.
Yeah, you got some nerdy stuff. You got me beat, Devil. I mean, I like action comedies too.
Yeah.
But I just don't like over the top. Oh. No. If it's a drama, it's a drama. Comedy and drama, I'm not into that. What about you, Shane?
Nah.
I like a good comedy. A comedy. Not.
Oh, I don't have to think.
No, I want to laugh. Now action drama is better than comedy drama. You know what I mean? But it all depends. I mean, there's so many fucking movies. That's a good one. I try not to feel anymore either, Devil. I try not to. Yeah, I mean, but also too, there's so many different genres of movies. You know what I mean? We could sit here and debate like all day, which is okay if we were like, it was raining money, which, well, eventually it will. I mean, hey, we're very close on guys on Steelers Dynasty podcast. We are 111 away.
Close. That's really close. That's crazy.
Yeah, we're going to be working on it. We chip away, chip. Like this one here's got over 1,000, but we need more hours. And I've never seen that. I've never seen that TV show ever.
Seth Rogen was on that years ago, right?
Yeah, all those guys were. James Franco, I think, was on it.
Yeah.
The dude from How I Married Your Mother, I think the big forgetting Sarah Marshall, that guy.
Yeah, he's kind of goofy.
Yeah. I don't know. I look, I like comedies like Night Court and fucking Cheers. And I do like
Big Bang was fun.
And I do like the Wonder Years. I watched the Wonder Years when I was growing up.
And it was
You
our
know what
one.
I mean?
We used to watch it.
Yeah. Winnie Cooper.
Well, Bubba, we'll tell you what, we covered a lot of ground this
This was like a show from yesterday to today. But I mean, I wanted to get the Andor stuff finalized. You know what I mean? And I wanted to, I think it's great. I think it's added to what Star Wars is, because it's based on the rebellion, and it kicks right off when Andor goes in the ship and getting ready to go into Rogue One. That's how it was going right into Rogue One that way. Right. Boom.
Battle Scarab. It starts out Battle Scarab.
Yep.
Yavin. Yeah, Battle Yavin.
I don't know if they have to do any type of Star Wars. They have to have good story writing like that. I think she should have never. I think Rey should have been Han Solo's daughter. They fucked that up. They fucked those last three up. Or they should have just did it right, where they had the twins. Solo and Leia had the twins, and they should have did it that way.
I don't know. I did, CP30 scissor and an Ewok, and then something happens. I don't know. I think that's about all. Not very interesting.
Well, all you got to do is they got to take the storylines from the comic books, and then there you go. That would be.
It's been a nightmare. It's terrible.
I need to finish watching some of the Star Trek stuff. Like,
it got so woke, I couldn't watch it.
What, Star Trek?
Yep.
Really? See, I watched Picard. I like Picard.
The last season was it the last season? I watched one season of that, and then I thought it was okay, and then it just took a big dump for me.
Oh, wow.
I'm picky. Yeah. I'm a picky bitch.
Well, that's okay. You're allowed to be picky when you're paying for your entertainment. I was watching. I was back to watching The Walking Dead again last night. I got to finish. I have the last episode of the Book of Carol, and I can't get it on my cable that I have because it keeps spinning and it doesn't fucking click. And I'm like, oh my God, I got to pay. I haven't seen the last episode.
Yeah.
I'm all current except for that last episode. Lost in Space was the movie was terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But hey, it's Friday night. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Like I said, and I'm going to play this before I get out of here. And let me play it if I can find it. I just want to thank all my sponsors. Okay, once again, my last sponsor, because they gave me a check in the mail, and you know what I mean, I had to redo the poster and get it on there, was Shadco out of Marion Center. Brad Shadle, I appreciate it. And actually, for Indiana County, you can get the tickets at PP&J's. Go out and see Phil. He's got ringside, he's got floor seats, and he's got general admission. So anybody can go out there and grab something to eat. I said about the menu, I'm going tomorrow to get some nachos and some stuff. And I'll you know what? I might just cut a video and put it up on Facebook and on here, or whatever I can do. And I got to download Sports Bible, our friend in Steelers Dynasty podcasts, to download the show. I got to get that done. There's so much going on,
guys.
So much going on.
This June 22nd show.
I seen that. I watched that movie a long time ago.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, Robert Urich. That was a good movie. Yeah, that was a real good movie.
I wouldn't say.
But before I get out of here, you guys can check out my interview with Rhino. He'll be back June 22nd, and I just want to say thank you to all the sponsors. Here we go. Thank you so much. 10. That's right. June 22nd, 3 o'clock bell time. Doors will be open at 2 o'clock. I got a little over a month to start kicking it in high gear. I got all the posters in my car. I'm going to be doing it, and that's what I've been driving around Western Pennsylvania and putting up posters. But
Doing it,
guys,
oh, Cool J.
yeah, well, it is what it is. But guys, thank you guys so much in the chat. Devil, Afton, Gene, Quake, Larry Stryker, and Terry, and Rob, and Mr. Martello in the Facebook chat, because we went Facebook live too. I appreciate all you guys for coming on, giving us your insight on pulp culture of Star Wars, comics, Marvel, wrestling, whatever, man. Stuff that we all love. But next Thursday night, we are going to give our top 25 movies of all time that we would actually take if it was going to be maybe the end of the world or whatever we would take with us and put them in a vault or something like that.
Yep.
Cable's going to be on with his list. You got your list. I got to get my list, and we're going to do that next Thursday. The whole show next Thursday is probably going to be about that, unless some kind of pulp culture news hits up, and then we can talk about it. But
yep.
Shane, thank you as always for coming on. I'll see you Wednesday. I'll see you Tuesday with me, you, and Mark on our lovely Steeler chat. And then Wednesday for sure at 9 o'clock, Steelers Dynasty podcast. Very, very close to 500. We're going to get monetized here very, very soon. It's coming. It's coming, people. But guys, thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. We love you. Take care, everybody, and have a good one. We'll see you. Boo!